evening and welcome to the 66th commencement at Scotch Plains High School. This June 21st, 1989 graduation is brought to you by SPF ETV, and I'm Laura Douglas along with co-host Peter Kim.
As you can see, the seniors are dressed in cap and gown and are preparing to make their traditional walk around the track before being seated in the Perry H. Tyson Field. This very first day of summer has fortunately turned out to be nice enough to hold the commencement exercises outdoors. Although this evening is hot and humid, I'm sure the seniors are happy that their graduation can be held outside. And as the seniors are lining up at the field, friends and family are filling the stands.
We will begin this evening by giving you a list of events that will take place at this year's graduation program. As you may or may not be able to hear, the procession is presently being played by the Scotch Plains High School Marching Band. The invocation will next be given by Rabbi George Nudell as soon as the seniors are seated. The national anthem will then be played by the high school band, followed by Principal Dr. Terry K. Riegel with his opening comments to the 89 graduating class. Then the valedictorian and salutatorian will give their traditional speeches towards their class. The valedictorian of the 89 class is Rebecca Lefcourt, and the salutatorian, Eileen Marmora. Comments will then be given by the Board of Education President, August Ruggiero. Following that will be Dr. Robert J. Hallett, Superintendent of Schools, giving the presentation of class, followed by Brent Gilligan, the class president of the 88-89 senior class. The alma mater will then be played with a high school band, followed by the benediction given by Rabbi George Nudell. And on the graduation's way out of the ceremony, the procession will be given by the high school band. As you can see, the seniors are now entering the track and making their final lap before being seated. To recognize those seniors who are the recipient of senior class superlatives.
And for most spoiled of the class of 89 goes to seniors Mindy Schwartzberg, Mike Culley, and Dana McGeish, Tamara Ward. They'll most likely get what they want whenever they want it.
And the category of most likely to succeed goes to Jenny Chung and Steve Sperber.
For loudest of the class of 89, seniors Jen Sangliano and Mike Cucurello aren't afraid to voice their opinions.
And for best looking, seniors T. Atkins and Jenny Stein could have a penny for every second glance they got. They'd be millionaires.
And seniors Eileen Marmora and Adam Weitz were chosen as the most conservative of the class of 89.
The biggest brown-nosers were Carrie Cooper and John Levitt.
While the most quietest went to senior Derek Boone.
Me, normal. Most radical goes to seniors Lori Nell Lazari and Matt Guard.
While the best host and hostess of the class of 89 for their wild parties go to Steve Walker, Jen Snyder, and Liz Buten's house.
Most likely to start World War III are seniors Nias Battle and Wendy Harris.
While most athletic goes to senior Jeff Hammonds and Jen Fierce.
Goes to Robert Algeri and Sally Tagaglione.
Seniors Greg Patterson and Kelly Quinn had the honor to receive most likely to work for Coors.
Best dressed are seniors Ed DeMaria and Cynthia DeChantier.
While most school spirited goes to seniors Allie Buckley and Todd Kaiser.
Biggest flirt were seniors Mike Martin and Heather Ray.
Hail to the Chief goes to seniors Steve Sperber and Lisa DeFelice, who will want your vote when they run for the big one in a couple of years, being elected most likely to run for president.
Best friends forever, seniors Marissa Vasquez and Jen Morales, along with Sean Dugan and Steve Walker.
Seniors Evan Arno Perfilio and Allie Buckley wear their smiles as they get most optimistic for the senior class of 89.
Most pessimistic goes to Roy Gutterman and Stacy Urbach.
While most likely to wreck his or her car go to seniors Kim Brink and Mike Mannix, who hope they won't have to go back to driving school.
And best nickname, Brent Bubba Gilligan and Jennifer Lump Cirillo.
That's all for the superlatives, and now let's give the seniors who received scholarships for $1,000 and more. The Scotch Plains Women's Club nursing scholarships for $1,000 went to Christine Brenner, who plans to attend Union County College while being employed at Muhlenberg Hospital, and Catherine Muller, who plans to go to Rutgers University at Newark. The Fanwood Lions Club scholarships for $1,000 go to Amy Newman, who plans to attend University of Rhode Island, Mark Fochesado, who plans to attend University of Maine, and Douglas Monroe, who will be attending Moravian College. The Edward Wazdakis Scholarship Fund Award for $1,000 went to Sabrina Blake, who will be attending Mary Washington College. The Scotch Plains Found Education Association Award for $1,000 went to Sharon Noller, who plans to attend the University of Rhode Island. The prestigious Jeanette Britton Memorial Scholarship Fund for $1,000 went to Carla Nussbaum, who plans to attend Boston University. The Joanna Wilk Memorial Scholarship Foundation Award for the sum of $2,500 will go to Stacy Flattery, who plans to attend Bucknell University. The Henry E. Blum Francis J. Dexter Memorial Scholarship for the sum of $1,000 went to Kendra Larkin, who plans to attend the University of Virginia. The Joyce and Leonard Bergman Memorial Scholarship went to Susanna Massimo, who plans to attend Rutgers University. The Perry H. Tyson Memorial Scholarship was received by Richard Evans for the sum of $1,000, who plans to go to Bentley College. The College Club of Scotch Plains found scholarships for $1,000 and $1,250 each went to Beth Rothman, who plans to attend the Syracuse University, Daniela Nizardo, who plans to attend Montclair State College, and Sharon Noller, who plans to attend University of Rhode Island. The Scotch Plains Found Kiwanis Club scholarship worth $1,000 went to Susie Hung, who will be attending the Wharton School at University of Pennsylvania this fall. The Scotch Plains Found Chamber of Commerce scholarship worth $1,000 went to Mike Martin, who still is undecided on where he will attend this fall. The JC's Charles Skadel Collegiate Scholarship Award went to Sabrina Blake for $1,000, and she plans to attend Mary Washington College. The Union County CYO Ladies Guild Scholarship was received by Michael Leahy, who plans to attend Rutgers University. The Scotch Plains Fanwood Unico Awards for $1,000 each went to seniors Jennifer Cirillo, who plans to attend Villanova University, and Derek Bowen, who plans to attend the University of Virginia. The Dollars for Students Award was received by Brian Geisler of the tidy sum of $1,000, who plans to attend University of North Carolina at Greensboro. The Elizabeth C. Becker Memorial Scholarship for $1,000 went to Bonnie Erickson, who plans to attend the Nyack College. And the Clarence M. Ghiatti Memorial Scholarship for $1,000 went to Heather Ray, who plans to attend Kutztown. And last but not least, the Scotch Plains Found Service League Scholarship worth $1,000 will go to Sabrina Blake, who plans to attend Mary Washington College.
The class of 1989 valedictorian goes to Rebecca Lefcourt, and she is planning to attend the University of Missouri. And salutatorian Eileen Marmara will attend Notre Dame University. The 1988-89 senior class president, Brent Gilligan, will not be attending college this fall, but instead will continue being employed. The senior class vice president, Kristen Welsh, will attend Stockton State College, and senior class secretary-treasurer Shana Nakosha will attend Cedar Crest College. Superstars Allie Buckley and Jeff Hammonds were crowned Homecoming 88 King and Queen this school year. Three-time state and county diving champion Allie Buckley will continue her diving career at North Carolina University on a scholarship. And Jeff Hammonds, all-state baseball player for his third year, is planning on attending Stanford University next fall on a full scholarship. The most popular colleges in which this year's seniors are planning on attending are Rutgers, Union County College, Kane, Syracuse, and Kutztown. The 17 88-89 seniors will be attending Rutgers, 15 Union County College, 7 Kane, 7 Syracuse, and 5 Kutztown. Also, the northernmost college selected by this year's seniors is University of Maine. The southernmost college, University of South Florida, and the westernmost colleges are both Stanford University and University of California, Berkeley. Good luck to them all. And as you can see, the seniors are now filling in their seats, waiting to graduate.
I think the crowd is enjoying it more than the students.
As of right now, all the stands are filled and people are having to stand outside and around the track.
You know, the weather seems to be holding up pretty well.
Fortunately, it's much more exciting to have a graduation outdoors instead of inside in the gym.
Much more memorable, too.
This is certainly a day they will remember.
As you can see at home, the guys are wearing blue, while the girls are wearing white in the traditional Scotch-Ladies family colors of white and blue.
And they're now filling in the final row.
Principal Terry Regal's looking proudly on as the students are filling up the chairs.
This time, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Rabbi George Nudell for our invocation.
We gather on this wonderful occasion, hundreds of people from diverse backgrounds, nationalities, and religions, to celebrate what we share in common, the graduation of the class of 1989. We are rich in our diversity and yet united with a common bond. It is traditional at high school graduations such as this to invoke the name of God as we begin the proceedings of the evening. Now, I have never felt it correct in a secular setting such as this to offer a prayer of one religious denomination that might not sit well with all who are in attendance. For there are many places to pray in our respective houses of worship, in our homes, and always in our hearts. But this evening and at this occasion, out of respect for our diversity, I would offer instead these words to our graduates, words that reflect our fervent wishes that the members of this graduating class encounter their future with optimism and courage. We look at the class of '89, so many of you headed for college, so many of you with career choices already made, with great dreams and ambitions for growth and success. Many of you have recently endured intensely competitive, frighteningly competitive applications for college. And there is in 1989 a sense of urgency to get ahead, to get a piece of the action. Success these days is measured in terms of getting the right job or a large home or an impressive salary. The 1980s has been a decade that has admired entrepreneurial savvy and self-fulfillment. And in the great race for personal success and achievement, some things have suffered, like compassion for those less able to compete and commitment to causes greater than ourselves. There is a tendency to want to attain security for oneself without questioning whether our country is headed in the best direction suited to meet the needs of all of our citizens and to reach toward our highest ideals. Now, our nation's president has challenged us to fashion a kinder and gentler America. This challenge will remain but empty words unless our country does some soul-searching. We need to relearn how to give and not only to take from our country. A wise sage, Hillel, once taught a lesson quite appropriate for the 80s and 90s. He said, "If I am not for myself, who will be for me? But if I am only for myself, what am I?" Graduates, keep this in mind as you begin the next phase of your lives. Life is not simple, and there are no simple answers to real problems. Still, even the simple things that you do in life matter, and they impact on people. Behave at all times as if you are not the only person who matters. Find a worthy cause to embrace and become a part of something larger than yourself. Never fear to question authority, but do so in a constructive way. Many people in life will try to convince you that what they say is the truth and what they do is right. Make up your own mind and never surrender the capacity to question and think and to dream. Your generation, like others before you, will face challenges. May you be blessed with wisdom to face life's problems with courage. May you successfully bear those sacrifices that will inevitably be required of you. May you face defeat with dignity and with resolve to try again. May you strengthen your compassion for others who will share life's challenges with you. May you learn that true success has very little to do with salary or possessions or prestige, but that true success comes from the satisfaction of knowing that you left the world a better place than when you came to it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Scotch Plains Fanwood High School 1989 commencement. We are very pleased to have you experience this happy occasion with us. Our purpose for being together this evening is to give due recognition to each of you in the graduating class for your efforts and in many achievements that you have made in meeting the requirements for graduation from your high school. We are very proud of you and wish you happiness and success as you turn to the new challenges beyond high school graduation. Let me extend to each of you in the graduating class my personal congratulations, and I feel certain those of the entire faculty. For me, and I sincerely hope for each of you, this is a very special evening. It marks the completion of an important step in your life and beginning of many challenging new experiences. Tonight, all of our confidence in you is justified by your dedication, your continuous effort, and the intelligent use of your abilities. You have earned our respect and trust, as well as your diploma. Certainly, we honor each of you individually, but we also honor the class of 1989 collectively. Each year, parents and friends, I introduce the graduating class. There are 307 young men and women that have completed all of the requirements for graduation from your high school. 225, or 73.29% of those graduating, plan to attend college next year. 11, or 3.58%, will pursue their education in technical or business schools. Therefore, 236 members, or a total of 76.87% of the class of 1989 will continue their education beyond high school. One young man will be entering the armed services, while 47 will be entering and seeking full-time employment, and 23 plans are indefinite at this moment. You may also be interested in knowing that members of this graduating class have been awarded, to the best of our knowledge, scholarships having the usable value of $380,388. The real pride of any school is generated by the greatness of its students. The National Merit Organization recognizes less than 0.5% as National Merit Scholars. I am most happy to announce that this class has 1 National Merit Scholar and 7 commended students. This class also has 2 commended students in the National Achievement Program for outstanding black students. I know you will agree with me that our graduating class is one of the finest that any school could have. Let's express our pride in them by a good round of applause. Just as proud as we are of the members of the class, each year I have found that they are proud of you, their parents and friends. Graduates, you realize that much of your success and your achievement can be attributed to the understanding and support of your parents, your teachers, and your adult friends. They have stood by your side and have willingly given of themselves so that you might succeed. Graduates, in this moment of your honor, I know you would not want to miss an opportunity to thank those who gave you this encouragement, the drive and inspiration to meet your goals. May I suggest that you stand and thank your parents and friends and applaud them. Thank you. If you look at your program that you received this evening, you will notice the first words, commencement program. The word commencement often causes some confusion, and perhaps it is right and proper that we clear up that confusion. We know that the root of the word is commence, which means to start or to begin. Yet, as I have heard from many of you, to start or begin is not what you are thinking at this time. You're thinking of graduation, which marks a conclusion, the successful conclusion, I hasten to add, for your school careers. How can an ending be called a beginning? The answer is, of course, quite obvious. Yes, this evening is an ending, a conclusion of the process that you began over 12 years ago, a process called formal education. Throughout that time, you worked and studied and have striven for this particular day, the day when you can say you had completed your studies and would receive a certificate which attested to that fact. Now that day has come, and the conclusion of your schooling is at hand. But just as certain, tonight is a beginning as well. This becomes just as obvious as we ask ourselves the question, what were those 12 years of education for? Why did we go through them? Let me suggest that they were not to prepare you for an ending or a conclusion, but the beginning and to prepare you for an entire new life. After this evening, you will be greeted not as a student in your school, but as a citizen of the world. And with this new position which you assume this evening, go many rights and privileges, it is true, but with it also come many awesome responsibilities and demands. The very fact that you have completed your studies and are part of this audience tonight means that the last 12 years have prepared you to accept these responsibilities and to meet these new demands. Certainly, this is the fervent hope of the faculty and staff of your school. Therefore, take what you have learned and use it. Use it at this commencement. Use it as you begin your new life and as an equal partner in the entire world. Use it to meet your challenges. Use it now and throughout the rest of your lives, and may it serve you well. We as educators and you as students have each done our part. Now we stand at a gateway on the other side of which is a world with all that it offers for you and all of the demands for you as well. As you leave here this evening, say hello to tomorrow. Grab hold of that tomorrow and use what you have learned in the past. Build it into a bright and shining future. It is a hope of everyone here this evening that your pathway may be straight and true, and that your destination may be golden with happiness and alive with promise. Luck, success, genuine happiness to each one of you in the class of 1989. Thank you. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you your salutatorian and your valedictorian, Eileen Marmora and Rebecca Defcourt.
Guests, friends, and most of all, fellow graduates. It's hard to believe that in a short time, our 4 years here at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School will be coming to an end. I'm sure we can all relate to this feeling. As freshmen 4 years ago, graduation seemed almost a lifetime away. But now, tonight, at last we've come to the conclusion of our senior year. This, which once seemed an unreachable goal, is about to become a reality. However, this is not the end, but rather the beginning. As expressed by the words of Whitney Houston's famous song, tonight is our one moment in time when all of our dreams are a heartbeat away. As each of us walks up to the stage tonight to receive our diploma, we will be opening up a new world full of opportunity and self-discovery. And thanks to those who taught us, it will be a world in which we will be free to make our decisions about our future. We can all think back and reflect upon various incidents in our lives which have aided in our maturity. We remember that first day in kindergarten, which in a way was the first expression of our independence. Another personal incident, which has always stood out in my mind and has represented a great accomplishment for me, was the first time I learned to ride a two-wheel bicycle without the use of training wheels. After weeks of frustration, I finally reached that point where I could ride without the help of my father. I remember the great feeling of freedom. To me, at that instant, it was my moment in time. After I had conquered this feat, I was ready to face another challenge. So too, should we reflect on our 4 years here at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School. What seemed to us at one time as unreachable goals, or at times for frustrations, we see tonight as our accomplishments and successes. We are graduates, and we made it. Our 4 years at high school have prepared us to meet the challenges which lie ahead of us. Some of us will be going on to college, others will be going into the military, while others will go out into the world of work. One of the most important things to remember at times like these, however, is the pride we have within ourselves. For it is neither what lies behind us, nor what lies around us, which should be our only concern, but rather what lies within us. I'm reminded of the saying, "You are what you perceive yourself to be." Sure, we're all hoping, and I hope too, that no matter what endeavor we choose after high school, that it will lead to economic success. Still, if we are not happy with the type of person we become, economic success won't mean very much. I learned this from my grandfather, who passed away 2 months ago, and my grandmother, who only died last week, and how I wish that they could really be here tonight. My grandfather wasn't a rich man in terms of money, nor was he a public figure. Yet his love and compassion made him a success in his own way. By example, he inspired me to be a decent human being with concern and respect for others. As we look forward to our lives ahead, we should remember the words to the song, "One Moment in Time," which go as follows. The answers are all up to us. Ultimately, it is up to each one of us to become the ideal conceptions of ourselves. For each one of us, tonight is a special moment in time which we should enjoy and celebrate. We also should be thankful to our teachers and parents for their support. I thank my mom, dad, my sister Michelle, and all my family and friends for always being there for me. I wish all the graduates the best of luck, and I hope that throughout our lives, we will all have many more moments in time when we're more than we thought we could be. Thank you, and congratulations.
Parents, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 1989. We are here tonight to mark the end of many years of hard work. As we look back over the past 4 years, we can all remember the countless classes we attended in which 43 minutes seemed like forever. During these 43 minutes, we were constantly presented with endless pieces of information that our teachers expected us to retain. I've often wondered how much of this information we actually still remember. I realized how much I had forgotten one day this year when my junior year English teacher approached me in the hall and told me something about a milk separator. I looked at him as though he were crazy and asked, "What are you talking about?" He answered, "Don't you remember? It's from our town." "Our town," I said. "That was last year. I don't even remember what I learned last week." Standing before you right now, I can tell you that none of us remember all the little things we have learned, whether we learned them last week or last year. Even though I'm sure that some of the teachers may have their doubts, we all really do remember the important lessons and ideas. My English teacher will be happy to know that I did not forget everything. Every day last year, he wrote a quote on the front board. One quotation that I have never forgotten is, "A mask tells us more than a face." When I first read it, I didn't quite understand it. I now know that these 8 short words hold an extremely powerful meaning. Who we want to be reveals who we really are. All of us at one time or another have worn a mask, whether it was to fit in with the in crowd or to convince our parents that we had absolutely no idea how the new car got a dent in it. No matter what the specific purposes are, masks are used to hide the truth. However, they can never completely cover the truth. In reality, they reveal who we truly are. As we're about to step out into this world and leave the institution that we affectionately call Spiffy High, it is time to throw away our masks. We no longer need these masks because we have the world at our feet. We can all be whatever or whoever we want. Instead of wearing masks, we must now mold our faces into what we would like them to be. As we prepare to close the high school chapter of our lives, we mark the completion of one phase of the sculpturing process. This process will continue all our lives until our masks become distant, forgotten memories. If we do not hide the truth, someday our faces will reveal who we really are. They will tell us more than our masks ever could. I would like to thank my parents for all their love and support over the past 18 years. To Tammy, I'd like to say thanks for being my calculus consultant and for making me proud to be your sister. To Leah, thank you for being the vision at the end of my tunnel of who I want to be. To my teachers, I say thank you for all you have given me over the past 4 years. Congratulations to the class of 1989. We finally made it.
At this time, we have a selection by 2 of your classmates, Adrienne Germain and Jenny Chung. Okay, guys. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the President of your Board of Education, Mr. August Ruggiero.
On behalf of the Board of Education, I'd like to congratulate each of you. You've been asked many times during the past year, what do you want to do after high school? You have begun a new stage in your life in which you have many choices to make. Some of the questions you face include, do you want a job which pays a lot of money? What type of work do you want to do? Do you want to continue your education? If so, what do you want as your college major? What type of social life do you want? You may have answers to some, all, or none of these questions. During the coming years, you may change your mind on many of them. One key to making good decisions is education. If you want all the best things in life, you must continue your education. Not only will a college education mean you will earn hundreds of thousands of dollars more than with just a high school education, but it will also allow you to pick the kind of job that you want to spend a major portion of your life doing. And education doesn't end when you get that job. Education continues for the rest of your life as you apply what you've learned in school and as you continue to learn from others and from your experience. Many people have been preparing you for this day and for this time of making choices. Your parents, your teachers, and all those people who contribute to making this a good school system and a good community in which to live. They have shared their values, given you their time, their ideas, and their love. They don't expect you to give them anything, but you do owe them something. What they really want is for you to become the best person you can be. The example these people have been in your life will be inside you always. As you leave this high school, many of you feel the excitement of freedom. Yes, you are now free to make choices. Your life is in your own hands. Don't settle for less than the best. Thank you.
Some of you may know that for the past 2 years, the National PTA organization, composed of some 7 million members, has been led by a member of our community, a past president of your own PTA. The change of leadership of the National PTA just occurred today, and the superintendent of schools, along with your PTA council president of this year and next, is somewhere up there looking for the airport on the way home. Unfortunately, something tied him up there. He was supposed to be here a few hours ago. But we have in his place to present this class for graduation our Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Mr. George Gagliardi.
Thank you. Welcome to all parents, teachers, relatives, friends, and candidates for graduation. I'm honored to pinch hit for Dr. Hallett, and I realize he's probably in another city not too far from here. This is an extremely exciting evening for all of these students, as it marks a level of accomplishment after 13 years of education, kindergarten through grade 12. Much thanks and appreciation has been bestowed on the high school administration and faculty. Let us also pay tribute to all the other teachers, kindergarten through 8th grade, who assisted us to get to where we are this evening. We congratulate you on your accomplishments. Remember, however, this is not an end, but just a beginning. Mr. Ruggiero, I am pleased to officially present the class of 1989, who have met the requirements for graduation as dedicated by the statutes of the state of New Jersey and by the policies of the Scotch Plains Fanwood Board of Education.
Okay. Rebecca Karen Lefcourt. Eileen Francis Momora. Adrian Michelle Jarman. Ginny Y. Chung. Enzo C. Agnone. Linda Agnone. Miranda Beth Album. Robert Sebastian Algieri. Marshall Corey Anthony. Mikhail Arizaga. Evan Arno Perfilio. Gerard A. Ash. Alfred W. Atkins IV. Ananias Battle. Elizabeth C. Boitine. Sabrina Maria Blake. John G. Bober. Christopher A. Boone. Derek Sean Boone. Lisa Ann Bond. Kevin R. Booth. Robert B. Brennan. Christine Marie Brenner. Kimberly Noel Brink. Alexandra N. Buckley. Brian Michael Campio. Sherry L. Capocia. Deanna Lynn Carter. Tara Jeanette Carter. Wendy E. Harris. Richard W. Semelli Jr. Donna Lisa Cherry. Stephen Shirello. Richard G. Christie. Amy Beth Church. Anthony B. Chavalella. Jennifer Ann Cirillo. Lisa Dawn Clark. Lauren Christine Coughlin. Michael Cole. Kathleen Ann Conroy. Nancy K. Convery. Kerry Elizabeth Cooper. Cheryl Ann Cohen. Denise Marie Cox. Susan Crawford. Russell Christel. Michael J. Cucarillo. Michael C. Cully. Alfonso Anthony Cuoco. Dino Curry. Ian T. Davies. Amir L. L. Davis. Edward J. DiMaria. Lisa Christine DeFelice. Frederick James Demarest. Diane Depko. Vina Dogra. Jeffrey R. Doyle. Tiffany L. Jury. John P. Denizzo. Cynthia Michelle Duchante. Sean James Dugan.
Thanks to Steve and the boys and Mom and Dad. I love you. Thank you.
Katrina Santos Duque. Monique Edwards. Elon Benjamin Ehrlich. Lori Ellis. Jeffrey R. Erb. Justin C. Erb. Bonnie L. Erickson. Mary Joyce C. Esquivel. Richard F. Evans. Jennifer Patricia Beard. Scott C. Fielder. Tara Lynn Finney. Stacy J. Flattery. Heidi Michelle Fleischer. Sandra Lee Flynn. Heather Amy Fortusato. Mark Proctor Fortusato. Michael Charles Ford. David Boyd. Allison Lee Fredericks. Glenn Matthew Gato. Stephen M. Galbavi. Kimberly Ann Gans. Tracy Ann Garbinski. Matthew Gard. Renee Yvette Garrettson. James H. Garrett III. John Garrison. Elizabeth Ann Garrity. Elliot Craig Gartenberg. Brian Geisler. Mark S. George. Megan Elizabeth Germinder. Roger Germinder. Alfonso Allen Gianella. Robert Louis Gibbs. Matthew N. Gibson. Jason Glazner. Babette Tamar Golding. Sandra Surratt Green. Alisa Nicole Gregory. Lisa Renee Gregory. Peter Campbell Gregory. Wendy Michelle Rose. Roy S. Gutterman. Krista Noel Hausgut. Jill B. Hallam. Jeffrey B. Hammonds. Ramila Martiana Harley. Wendy Shonda Harris.
Okay. Patricia Elizabeth Hefner. Kimberly A. Herslow. Catherine Amanda Hiltz. Tracy Ann Hoff. Tanya Monique Horn. Elisa Shreen Howard. Kathleen Marie Hughes. Susie Huff. John Illis. Tina Chanel Irvin. Jamal Jackson. Christine Kelly Johnson. Todd Charles Kaiser. Danielle Patrick Keegan. Allison Aaron Kelly. Jody Beth Kindler. Tevia King. Alan J. Kirschenbaum. Soen Augustine Knights. Smyrna Knights. Sharon A. Knoller. Jason A. Cole.
Alan! He doesn't listen to me.
Karina Ann Costco. Christopher J. Kresge. Oh, wait. We're out of water.
Noel, take his picture. Alan!
It's out of water.
Alan! No more film. There's no more film.
Christopher J. Kresge. Kwai Ping Ku. Christina Elizabeth Culp. No. Chantel C. Kupchik. Richard Quaz. Christopher Charles Leganga. Michael Joseph Leahy.
Alan!
Catherine Ann Langfeld. Lori Ann F. Langschultz. Susan P. Larder. Kendra Levon Larkin. Todd S. Lautenberg. Nicole Marie Lavelle. Erica Lynn Lawrence. Lori Nell Lazary. Scott Eugene Lee. Jonathan Levitt. Kyle Ronald Lilly. Jason M. Lisa. Darnell H. Lloyd III. Ashley Nicole Lofton. Philip Todd Lotman. Jason D. Lundstrom. George Liberopoulos. James McCary. Kathleen Mary Mager. Maria Veronica Maines. Michael Thomas Mannix. David Allen Markowitz. Michael Martin. Susan Lee Massimo. Dana J. Makish. Okay. Adam Thomas McCann. Veronica Lynn McCoy. Patrick D. McDonald. Susan A. McDonald. Christy Lynn McAvoy. Sean McGow. Elisa McGee. Megan K. McNally. Maureen Elizabeth Melia. Kelly Elizabeth Mercero. Allison Marie Meyer. Ella Jean McCone. Sterland Stacy Minnix. Kier Samuel Minor. Tanya Marie Mensch. Douglas Monroe. Jennifer Rebecca Morales. Richard P. Morlock. Robert M. Mortarullo. Arthur Despard Moyer. Linda Merzinski. Nicole Yasmin Muldrow. Catherine Muller. Tracy Martinez. Christine M. Nelson. Amy Elizabeth Newman. Hi No. Peter Conant Nicholas. Christina Marie Nilla. Daniela Nizardo. Noreen Knoll. Melanie Novella. Carla Nussbaum. J. Jeffrey O'Connor. Nicole A. Pace. Robert A. Pultz. Frank Parabashi. Justin Tad Parkerton. David A. Patriarca. Gregory Patterson. Nancy Peel. Carol Ann Pierce. Louis R. Peterson. Kimberly Ann Pinnell. Jennifer Platt. Jean Ann Polito. Derek Polk.
Where's my
Shamina.
Shamina Maria Ponce de Leon. Kyle Poquette. Andrea Prado. Aletha Preston. Kelly Ann Quinn. William L. Rand Jr. Jarrell Rawls. Darrell Ray. Heather Lorraine Ray. R. Nino Regencia. Nancy B. Rick. Nancy A. Remler. Bradford Reza. Maria Reginos. Laura Rizzo. Craig D. Rogers. Vince Romeo. Beth J. Rothman. Carlos Eduardo Ruano Jr. Stacy Lynn Sanholm. Jennifer Sangiliano. Jennifer Ann Scarpa. Mary Ellen Shank. Bettina Ann Schmidt. Glenn Todd Shore. Mindy Schwartzberg. David C. Scott. Joshua Adam Seitz. Richard James Sharrett. Amy Lynn Sheldon. Angela Sokola. Jessica L. Silver. Wendell Simpson. Lauren Brett Sinamore. Jennifer Lynn Siragusa. Cheryl Ann Smith. Jennifer Lynn Snyder. Sean T. Snyder. Gina Sorge. Andrea Sorkin. Grace Ann Spellman. Raina Simone Spells.
Right name.
Stephen M. Sperber.
Right name.
Graham Fitzpatrick Starr. Jennifer Renee Stein. Gary Stelzer. Daniel A. Suma. Linda Suriano. Catherine A. Swanson. Danielle M. Zeman. Sally Kathleen Tavaglione. Anna L. Terry. Jeff A. Tunison. Paul R. Tiersbeer. Nicole Marie Torella. Melissa Jean Trower. Kendall C. Turk. Stacy A. Urbach. Edward Van Blarkum. Samir Vasadu. Marissa Christine Vasquez. Michelle Vitale. Anne Marie Walker.
Stephen L. Walker, Tamara Kathleen Ward, Jody Ann Washburn, Andrea J. Waters, Raquel Natasha Watson, Carla Rhett Weber, John Dominic Ween, Adam Richard Whites, Brian Whites, Karen Welsh, Alexander West, Michelle L. Wiley, Nathan G. Wilkerson, David B. Winter, Joseph Scott Warner, Timothy P. Wolf, Sheila Ann Woodside, Sherry Woodside, Reginald Worthy, Nicholas J. Zappia, Christine D. Zamitis, Christopher S. Sobel.
Tap the cakes and sign a party.
Good evening. I would like to welcome Board of Education members, Dr. Hallett, Dr. Regal, faculty, honored guests, parents, and fellow students, to the end of the first day of the rest of our lives. I remember my first day here at the high school, walking through the halls, feeling lost and wondering what was going to happen the next 4 years. I felt so out of place and wondered if I would ever fit in. The routine was quite new and the school seemed so large. Navigating the building led me to think I would need a native guide just to find my way up the stairs and through the halls, to reach the classroom, and most of all, on time. I guess if the truth was known, the first few days were spent in a state of fear of the unknown. Well, as the year progressed, I felt more at ease. I became acquainted with the teachers and staff and other students. In fact, by the end of the first marking period, I felt quite at ease. Even navigating the halls and stairs against time seemed comfortable. It was only the rush at lunch that left me a little uneasy. I was busy with all my classes, activities, and newfound friends, which included not only students, but teachers as well. Now I belonged, and it was a really good feeling. Reflecting on the past 4 years, I can now answer all those questions I had on the first day. I was here to be prepared for the special day, the start of the rest of our lives. I now know that my parents, teachers, and administration, and all other faculty had one thing in mind: my welfare. All these people guided and taught me in spite of myself. They knew the answers from the beginning, and I had to find them out. But I'm sure happy that I did. We are here tonight for the graduation from high school, the end of the first day of the rest of our lives. Many of us will be going on for further education. Others will enter the working world. But no matter what our future plans, it is start on the road to independence. It sounds great to be independent when you talk about it, but it is much like the first day of high school. Very scary. Each day we will have less of dependence on those that helped to mold us. Be very thankful that they cared. Sorry. All right. We will be out there on our own, earning a living, making our place in society, and before long having the responsibilities that we now see on our parents and faculty. I, for one, will be looking back on this special day not only for the memories of our 4 best years of our lives, but to reflect on what I learned, hoping that I can take it to this responsibility that I'm accepting tonight and make everyone proud of having helped. On behalf of myself and my fellow students, I want to thank moms, dads, all family members, and especially the teachers and staff of Scotch Plains Fanwood High School for helping to launch us on the first day of the rest of our lives. Before I relinquish the floor, I have one last act as class president. Dr. Regal? Okay. This evening, all the honors and awards go to the students graduating, but an important group that have made this graduation possible are being overlooked. On behalf of the class of '89, I would like to present this little token of our appreciation.
Yeah, 40!
Oh, there's two beach balls.
Graduates, we have your attention 1 more minute, please. Before we begin the recessional, this time it is traditional to offer a benediction. Thank you. Class of '89, from this moment on, you join the rest of us working, we hope, to improve the world. There is a saying, if you are not part of the solution, then you are part of the problem. We look to you, graduates of 1989, to be part of the solution. Take what you have learned in this school and use it to make the world a better place. May you be blessed with compassion to move you to perform many fine deeds in your day. May you guide your hands with honesty and strengthen your hearts with courage. May your eyes seek truth and may your feet tread a path in search of justice. May you work to affirm the blessings of freedom that have guided our fine country thus far. May your decisions be guided with wisdom and humility. And above all, may you and all those present live to see the day when we shall all enjoy the most precious of blessings, the blessing of peace.
Congratulations and good luck to the class of 1989.